It is late, I'm tired, dirty, but happy to have this control arm out of the car because that's good progress toward putting this Saab 900 back on the road. This project started when I blew the head gasket in this car. As I said, it's a 94, it's a commemorative edition, and it replaced my 89 Saab 900 convertible that you may have seen in my YouTube series on converting from an automatic to a 5-speed. Here's the 89 destroyed when some old lady shoved us off the road and into a ditch. So this is the engine out of the 89. It has lots of good bits. It's got a new water pump, a rebuilt alternator, a new starter over there. Around front, let's see, it's got new clutch, new throwout bearing, new slave cylinder. These snazzy silicone DO 88 hoses are going to go back in. It's just got a lot of things that were just sitting there not being used, so I decided go ahead and pull this engine out. But the biggest reason is this transmission. This is the trans that came over when I did the automatic to manual conversion in the other YouTube series. The one out of the 94 had a bad second gear synchro. It was pretty crunchy and also was popping out in reverse. So it just made sense to go ahead and pull the engines, do a swap, and bring all the good stuff from the 89 over into the newer car. But of course, once the engine's out of the car, now's the time to do some other things. So I pulled the steering rack out of the wreck, and it was only a year old, and so I put it in here. So now this car will have a new steering rack. The axle, the driver's side axle on this car was shot. I had already changed the passenger side, but hadn't gotten to the driver's side, so now was the time to do that. And, you know, I just didn't like the way the front suspension felt, so now's the time, with the engine out, to go for the upper and lower control arm bushing. So that's why you saw me with the control arm in my hand. So, of course, with the engine out, it's a good time to give the engine bay a good clean. Now, this car is never going to be a show quality car. That's not the idea here. It's just supposed to be a fun, reliable summer driver. And with all the wear items dealt with, you know, I think we might be there, or at least close, once the engine goes back in. And hope I don't have any major disasters in that part of the process. All right, fellas, listen, if I can do this, you can too. Get out in the garage, get yourselves dirty, and I'll see you next time.